Hello everyone, we're back with more tributes, so welcome to another video on our channel News Faster. This video features a list of American legends who died recently or within the last few days. Number 1. Teri Garr. Teri Garr, an Oscar-nominated actress who starred in Tootsie and Young Frankenstein, passed away. According to her manager Heidi Schaefer, Garr, who also played in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, passed away at the age of 79 from symptoms related to multiple sclerosis, MS, on Tuesday. She played Phoebe Abbott, the estranged birth mother of Lisa Kudrow's Phoebe, in 3 Friends episodes in 1997 and 1998. During her more than 40-year career in film, she was nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for her performance opposite Dustin Hoffman in the 1982 film Tootsie, but Maureen Stapleton won instead. Her most well-known performance was in the 1974 comedy hit Young Frankenstein, starring Gene Hackman, Marty Feldman, and Cloris Leachman as Inga, a Transylvanian, becomes the assistant to Gene Wilder's Dr. Frederick Frankenstein. The statement, "Would you like to have a role in Zhe?" is only one of many memorable ones that Garr spoke. During the Johnny Carson era, she was a regular on sitcoms and late-night talk shows, such as NBC's The Tonight Show. She had been dealing with health problems lately, and in 2002 she disclosed that she had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and had been experiencing symptoms for around 20 years. She had surgery for a brain aneurysm 5 years later. Later, she became a major spokesperson for MS awareness, speaking with physicians and patients about her experiences all throughout the nation, according to NBC News Sky's U.S. partner. In 2011, she announced her retirement from acting. Born in 1944 to parents in the entertainment industry in Cleveland, Teri Ann Garr started taking dancing lessons at the age of 6. Her mother, Phyllis, had been a member of the Rockettes' precision dance team, and her father, Eddie, had performed in vaudeville and as an actor on Broadway. Garr studied in Los Angeles before relocating to New York to attend the renowned actor's studio in Manhattan to pursue a career in acting and dance. Garr, a quirky comedian, began her career with small roles in several Elvis Presley films from the 1960s, such as Roustabout and Viva Las Vegas. According to Variety's website, she was well known on television, having been in shows like That Girl, Batman, and The Andy Griffith Show, in addition to having significant film parts in films like Francis Ford Coppola's The Conversation and One from the Heart. She became a regular singer and dancer on The Sonny and Cher Show, and she portrayed a dizzy secretary in an episode of the original Star Trek. According to Variety, she bemoaned being stereotyped as a ditzy woman in her 2005 autobiography, Speed Bumps, Flooring It Through Hollywood. Garr married building contractor John O'Neill in 1993, and the two of them attended the birth of their adopted daughter Molly O'Neill in November of that year. 3 years later, the couple got a divorce. Tyron, her grandchild, and her daughter survive her. Number 2. Paul Morrissey. A mainstay of the New York film culture, Paul Morrissey passed away Monday in a Manhattan hospital. His work with Andy Warhol in the 1960s and 1970s transformed the American underground and made amateur actors and transsexual performers local celebrities. He was 86. Archivist Michael Chaikin confirmed Morrissey's death to the New York Times, which stated that pneumonia was the cause of death. In 1965, Warhol started experimenting with experimental films in his notorious loft hub, The Factory, which is where he first met Morrissey. Working with budgets around $10,000, the two produced a number of films with Flesh, Trash, and Heat, featuring Warhol staple and homosexual sex icon Joe D'Alessandro, achieving the highest level of commercial success. Morrissey's cinema verite direction and mostly improvised screenplays gave his leads D'Alessandro, Jackie Curtis, Hollywood Lawn, and Viva, a melodramatic tool to flaunt their enormous personalities and validate their star power, while Warhol acted as producer. Additionally, Morrissey worked closely with vocalist Nico and the Velvet Underground, whom he co-managed with Warhol from 1966 to 1967, as well as the band's multimedia performances of Exploding Plastic Inevitable. His role was ambiguous though, and he left the group about the same time that Warhol was fired as manager in 1967 by Lou Reed, the band's lead singer and composer. More genre-slanted titles from Morrissey's collaboration with Warhol included Flesh for Frankenstein, which was released in 3D in 1973, and Blood for Dracula, which followed the following year. Despite being commercial failures and receiving little critical attention at the time, both have become cult favorites. In 1974, the two parted ways. Morrissey would go on to direct, even attracting celebrities like Kevin Bacon and Dudley Moore. News from Nowhere, his last movie, came out in 2010. As the years went by, Morrissey expressed his disapproval of Warhol and his conviction that he contributed very little artistic value to their efforts. Morrissey described Warhol as incompetent, anorexic, illiterate, autistic, and Asperger's. He never did a thing in his entire life. In the end, it paid off that he kind of walked through it as a zombie. Morrissey was born in Manhattan on February 23, 1938, and grew up in Yonkers, where he attended Roman Catholic schools until graduating from Fordham University with a bachelor's degree in English. Soon after, he started producing 16mm shorts, frequently referencing his religious upbringing. Following his army service, Morrissey opened an underground theater in the East Village, showing Brian De Palma's early films and his own shorts. Morrissey's 8 nieces and nephews, as well as his brother Kenneth, survive him. Number 3. Drake Hogestyn. According to his family, Drake Hogestyn, the 38-year veteran of Days of Our Lives, passed away on Saturday. He was 70. The actor passed away after putting up an unbelievable fight against pancreatic cancer, according to a statement from his family. He was the most incredible actor, father, papa, and husband. The statement, signed the Hogestyn family, went on to say, he loved performing for the day's audience and sharing the stage with the greatest cast, crew, and production team in the business. We will always miss him, and we love him very much. The day before Hogestyn's 71st birthday, he passed away. Since joining the iconic soap opera in 1986, the actor has portrayed the adored character John Black in more than 4,200 episodes. Only 4 years prior, he made his television debut in the show 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. Throughout his career, he made appearances in a number of different projects, but his long-running soap opera part is what made him most famous. On September 9th, he made his last appearance on the show in an episode. Hogestyn's John and Deidre Hall's Marlena Evans were a long-term great couple on Days of Our Lives. Ken Corday, executive producer of Days of Our Lives, stated, "This is a very difficult one for all of us. There are not enough words to describe how much Hoagie will be missed. He was the epitome of a team player. His influence on our program, both personally and professionally, was enormous and will never be equaled. Victoria, his wife, their 4 children, Rachel, Ben, Whitney, and Alexandra, as well as their spouses, as well as 7 grandkids, survive Hogestyn." Hogestyn played baseball for a minor league team associated with the New York Yankees prior to his career as an actor. A number of the cast members of Days of Our Lives, including Alison Sweeney, who portrayed Sammy Brady until 2014, have paid their respects to Hogestyn on social media. Drake was a remarkable individual. He was considerate, witty, and giving. Every scene, every person mattered to him. Sweeney posted on Instagram he shared his love for Days and the fans with everyone on set. His family meant the world to him, and I am very sorry about them. At Days, he had a significant role in my life. I will really miss him and cherish every hug, joke, and tale we shared. Hope Williams Brady's actor, Christian Alfonso, posted a video montage of her and Hogestyn's pictures. She described Hogestyn as a hero for the cast in the caption. She posted on Instagram, "I will always remember you as a loving, loving husband, father, and dear friend. but most of all as an amazing, passionate human being, generous and incredibly kind always.